Welcome back to day 72 of biking from Norway to South Africa. We are still on our 3-month detour in the UK, so we are currently in the Peak District and we are making our way up towards Edinburgh. We stayed in a really lovely town last night and there was a lot of beautiful nature around, so we went on a little walk this morning before getting started on the bikes. We had a pretty massive hill coming out of town and I struggled really hard, but I biked the whole way up, so I was feeling very proud of myself, but I did take a lot of breaks, which is totally okay. So after a slow first few minutes, we got to a really awesome trail that went on for like 10 or 12 miles. It was really lovely. We stopped at a picnic area after a few miles and made some sandwiches for lunch, and it was much needed, and then continued on the trail. Once we turned off, we got to like a more gravelly section that was a bit more challenging to maneuver, and then we got to a few really narrow bits of single track, which were actually really fun to like make sure you stayed on track and didn't bump the sides. And then we were like weaving through these paths that went in between people's farms. There's like tons of signs marking public footpaths and like areas that people are able to walk through seemingly private land, so that's really cool. And then got to a very overgrown section where the grass was really tall. A little later on, to let a car pass, I like backed up to the wall and got completely covered in stinging nettles all over the backs of my legs, and it was super painful, and it lasted for like the rest of the night, so that was really unpleasant. We made it to our campsite though, and the light was really beautiful. We didn't go super far, but the last like 6 miles took a really long time and took a lot out of me, so I was very excited to make it to camp and have a night sleeping outside again. And that's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.